Hello, Simon here. Great to be with you again. I wonder if you know which words are in the players' tunnel as they go towards centre court at Wimbledon. It's an excerpt from a poem by Rudyard Kipling. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. I'm recording this before the Euros semi-final. So I repeat, if you can meet with either triumph, hopefully, or disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same. It's another great summer of sport, which may be good news for you, but equally you may have been looking forward to this slot, at least as a sport-free zone. Sorry. I have been keen on sport for as long as I can remember, and I can remember watching, in black and white, the 1966 World Cup final. To be fair, my sporting career has been probably more disaster than triumph, but equally, if I do have a modicum of sanity, then it is probably because of both playing and watching sport. Now, just like in all walks of life, there are Christians who play sport and also people of no belief who play sport. I just want to point out a couple of the Christians who are around and who you may have heard of or will hear of in the next couple of weeks. So first of all, Allyson Felix. She is an American going to compete at Tokyo, hopefully, in her 5th Olympics, hoping to add to her 9 medals. Felix describes her running ability as a gift from God. Some of you may remember Eric Liddell saying something very similar. Allyson says, "For me, my faith is the reason I run. I definitely feel I have this amazing gift that God has blessed me with, and it's all about using it to the best of my ability." Bukayo Saka lit up the England versus Germany soccer match recently with all his skills. He uses the hashtag God's child to describe himself, and he recently told his followers, trust in God's perfect timing. Novak Djokovic, the tennis player, is one of only 8 men to have won all 4 tennis Grand Slam tournaments. A few years ago, he was given the highest honour of the Serbian Orthodox Church for his, and I quote, active love towards a mother church as well as his humanitarian work. He described the award as the most important thing he's ever received. And he carries a wooden cross at all times, even on court. So if you're the praying type, please do pray for sports players who hit the headlines. Yes, many of them earn lots of money, but they're also under public scrutiny 24/7. And of course, injury might just be around the corner. There were sports and games at the time the New Testament was written. St. Paul used sporting metaphors, especially in his letters to Corinth. The Isthmian Games, second only to the Olympics at that time, happened every other year and close to Corinth. So let's listen to some verses from 1 Corinthians 9. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize. So this puts sport in its rightful place. It's important, it's great for many people, but it's not the most important thing in life. Neither is money, nor fame, nor even church. To confess our sins, to hear God's words of forgiveness and love, and to put our trust in Him daily, that's the most important thing. What Paul calls the crown of life. It needs working on, training and resilience, as Paul so accurately wrote all those years ago. One of the England stars, who's also been a star, if we're going to call it that, during the lockdown, is Marcus Rashford. He recognises that his Christianity may not have been the first thing throughout his life, but listen to what he says about his family. The faith we have in God is shown by the people we are. The faith we have in God is shown by the people we are. Now that would be a good epitaph for any of us. So come on, England. Only one more match to go. Or if the result didn't go so well last night. Come on, England. Only just over 1 year till the World Cup.